Do you know what people are scared of when they join a competition? The fear of losing. Most people hesitate to join a competition or take on challenges because they're afraid to fail. In this situation, you should ask yourself, am I really afraid to fail? Or I'm afraid of how people will look at me if they knew I failed. To be honest, I think this is truly the thing that has been holding a lot of talented people from unleashing their true potential. They think that failure would make people think that they are failures. No, those statements that you think about were completely wrong. In fact, failure is when you never try at all, but you think you will fail. When you fail, it's totally fine. Failure is normal. In fact, for some people, they have to fail first so they could know what their mistakes are and what needs to be fixed to improve themselves. There's a quote that says, "A glow stick must be broken to glow." It means that failure is needed so we could learn from it and glow the next time we do it. Do you want to know something? My dad once gave me a piece of advice that changed my perspective about failure. He said that failure could bring many positive things. One of them, he said that failure could be a tool for us to help others. So when we fail, it doesn't mean we're less cool than the other participants. But perhaps we fail so we could learn from it and teach others too. Nowadays, people like to interpret competition in a wrong way. I'm going to give you the top 2 most common conflicts. The first one, they say that only those who are qualified can take part in competitions. They say that only those who can give speeches can take part in speech competitions. The second conflict, they have a mindset where the person who wins a competition is often treated as a special and an important person. And with this mindset, it will lead you to a place where you always build those winning rules. Who am I if I lose? That's scary. But what's scarier is that you've made a mistake, that you're defined by your victories and losses. Even famous Toastmasters who often is good at public speaking and often win competitions, they weren't immediately proficient at public speaking when they first started competing. For example, Harrison Ford. He likes to give speeches about his experience with stage fright and public speaking anxiety. And then there's Debbie Fields. She joined Toastmasters to improve her public speaking skills. With the experience she became a very excellent public speaker and inspired others. This proves that competition is not about winning, but it's about us improving ourselves and rise to become our best selves. Do you know what turned them into great people? They have the will, courage, consistency to start learning and prove themselves that they could be a greater person than they are before. I also learned a lot from the competitions I participated in. Initially, I thought that competition is about us competing with other participants to win trophies. But the more I participated in competition, the more my thoughts about competitions changed. The process of me preparing myself before appearing in a competition is what changed my view. In the process, I learned that competition is about self-development. In the process, I learned that competition is not about competing with other participants to win trophies, but about supporting others. In the process, I learned that consistent can beat failure. We all have the same choice as those great people. But what sets them apart from us is that they choose the right choice, the ones that makes them feel uncomfortable. They prefer to sacrifice their time to play and choose to study, to upgrade themselves even more. Of course, we can enjoy our day at this moment, but believe me, if we work hard now, then we will be able to enjoy our lives better in the future. So the essence of competition is not about finding out who is the greatest among the other participants, but it's about us exploring our potential, developing our potential. It's about us upgrading ourselves, dare to fail, dare to get out of our comfort zone and change into a braver person. Lastly, before I close my speech, I'm going to give you a piece of encouragement. Maybe you doubt yourself, but others believe